and get this started. More people have joined. Welcome, you guys. My name is Luis Morales, health fitness specialist. And if you're here, you're joining me for the last morning stretch break of the week. If there's anything you guys want addressed or something specific that you really just feel needs some release this morning, go ahead and put that in the chat. We can definitely work it in. What I have planned for this morning, we're going to work on the spine with a couple movements, the hips and the shoulders, just kind of get all the basics of the axial skeleton warmed up, nice and loose, no tension before we get going with our work days. All right, guys, go ahead and put anything in the chat that you'd like. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's start lying down on our sides here in our space. We're going to go ahead and do some rotation. Hip flexors and quads. All right, sweet. We can definitely get some of that in. Hip flexors and quads. Always tight, always needs stretching. All right, you guys. So to start here, we're going to start with the spine. Let's lay on our sides. Knees and hips stacked up on top of each other, knees up around hip level, as you can see here. You can either hold your head up or rest it on the ground. We're going to stretch those arms out in front and then do a nice big twist, opening ourselves up like a book, keeping our eyes on that moving hand, and then closing the book. Feel free to move at your own pace. We don't have to move fast. As we open up that book, let gravity kind of take a hold of that shoulder. Will help stretch us out a little more, pull us a little closer to that ground. Good job, you guys. We're just really opening up the middle of the spine here. Be conscious of that breathing. Keep breathing. Make this the last one on this side, wherever you guys are at. Nicely done. Okay, let's go ahead and flip on to the other side. Oh man, my left side is feeling nice and loose now. All right, let's do the same thing here on this side. Knees stacked up on top of each other, up around hip level, and we're opening that book. And we're breathing. First couple of these might feel a little stiff, but with time and repetition, everything will get nice and loose. Good job, you guys. Good job. Keep that breathing going. All right, let's make this one the last one wherever we're at. Beautiful. Close that book all the way. All right, guys, good job. Next, let's get up and let's find that nice shin box position. So we're gonna be sitting on the ground here, guys. One hip out front, knee, ankle on the ground, knee, ankle on the ground, out to the side here. And what we're gonna practice is that kind of flipping between this first shin box position and the opposite shin box position. So if you guys are feeling really tight and you're feeling like you can't sit up all the way, go ahead and lean back on those hands and you'll be able to really flip those hips nice and easy, feel out where your range of motion is. If you're looking for a little bit of a challenge, keep that core nice and tight. Keep those hands out and let's start to flip those hips all the way over to the other side. With this one, you might move around on the ground a little bit, and that's okay. Just make sure you got ample room. You're not running into any walls. Good work, guys. If you got no hands, make sure to keep that core nice and tight. Focus on that hip rotation. How smooth can you make it? Good work, you guys. Good work. All right, let's do one more each side. All right, last one here. Whew. All right, good job, guys. With practice, we're getting better every day with that one. Okay, next stretch, let's get into some shoulder rolls. So you guys can either be kneeling or standing for this one. I'm gonna stay in kneeling. And what we're gonna do is just some nice backward shoulder rolls. Trying to get these shoulders synced up with our breathing. A nice inhale, let those shoulders roll back, and then on the exhale, all the way down into our back pockets. And if kneeling is kind of uncomfortable for some of you, kind of like me, go ahead and grab a pillow or something that will make it a little bit better. Let's keep rolling those shoulders, guys. Good work, guys. Just warming that shoulder up. All right, guys, so relax those shoulders for a second. Next one up, what we're gonna do is lift those shoulders up. We're gonna do some shrugging, so make sure that those arms are relaxed and unsupported here at your sides. What we're gonna do is inhale, bring those shoulders directly up to our ears, and on the exhale, just let them drop down to the earth. We don't need to use our muscles to pull them down, just let gravity take them. So big inhale, shrug. Exhale, just let them drop.
Luis, are we rolling them back or just pulling them up?
Great question, Jet. So just pulling them straight up. We did our rolling. Yeah, we got the range of motion going. We're just going straight up. Yeah, think of a straight up line going up to the ears.
Okay, thanks.
And then straight down. Great question, though. All right, guys, one more of these. Nice big inhale. Hold those shoulders up. And then let gravity take hold. Bring them back down to earth. Awesome. Okay, next, let's get into the quad and the hip flexor stuff. So for this one, you guys might need something to grab onto to maintain your balance. That could be a chair or a couch or a desk or something. Even the wall will help. And then also, we're going to be in a kneeling position. So if you like padding for the knee, go ahead and grab that. I'm actually going to grab a foam roller just to support. All right, guys, and we're going to go ahead and get into the couch stretch. I'm sure there's another name for this elsewhere, but this is the stretch that Brittany did in her stretch break yesterday and that I did on Monday, and it's the best hip flexor and quad stretch that I know. So we're in this half kneeling position here. Forget your support for a moment. What we're going to do, squeeze the glute, find that hip flexor stretch, and then what we're going to do after bringing those hips forward a little bit is trying to reach back and grab that foot of the same side knee that's on the ground. So if you can't, go ahead and try and grab a towel or something that can extend your grip so you can still hold on to that ankle. If that's not available to you today, no shame in just hanging out in that hip flexor stretch. So it's still gonna get the quad a little bit too. So once we find our balance here with this one, guys, we're still squeezing that glute. Can't let that glute squeeze go away, and then belly breath. So let's breathe. Man, that is a nice stretch. Good job, guys. Good job. Keep holding it. Keep squeezing. Beautiful. Okay. Slowly, let's release that back foot. Bring those hips back and switch it over to the other side. So go ahead and find that hip flexor stretch first, and then if you can, reach back. Find that foot or ankle. Make sure we're nice and square with those hips. We don't want to be turning towards that back leg. We want to make sure we still have that glute squeeze. So my right knee is on the ground. My right glute is squeezing as hard as possible here. Don't lose that breathing. Good job, you guys. This one's a tough one. Nicely done, guys. One more good deep breath. Go ahead and sink those hips back a little bit. Release that foot nice and slow. Awesome. All right, guys. Looks like that is all the time I have left for this stretch break. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're feeling a little bit more energized, a little bit more stretched out, ready to take on the rest of the day like I am. Please don't forget to join us for Jazzy's class at noon, and that is Exercise with Exos. We're going to be with the whole team today. Sure to be a good workout. I know she has something themed planned out for us to spell out. It's gonna be fun. It's always fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And there's also one more stretch break with me at 2:30 p.m. today. So don't miss out on that. And also don't miss out on the Step Challenge. Step Challenge registration is open, and that starts November 30th. Really looking forward to seeing how active people can be in these cold winter months when we're usually not as active. So don't forget about that. Go sign up, and looking forward to seeing what you guys do with that.
Thank you, Luis. Bye-bye.
Great job, guys. Have a good one.